What's going on, everybody? Back for another Inclement Emerald Challenger mode, and today we take on Steven Stone, the true Hoenn region champion. This is another post-game battle, and after beating the game, we decided to come to Meteor Falls to challenge the one and only Steven. He leads with Skarmory, and we start with Zapdos. Now, we are faster here. Zapdos is going to move first, and we go straight for the Thunderbolt. We're going to deal huge, super effective damage, but as per usual, Skarmory has the Sturdy ability, so we're not going to quite be able to one-shot him on this turn. Skarmory hangs on due to Sturdy, which will give him an opportunity to get an attack off. Skarmory fires back with the Drill Peck, which we will type resist and not take very much damage. And oddly enough, Skarmory likes to attack here, despite being at a type disadvantage. Usually when an opponent leads with Skarmory, it's to set up spikes or stealth rocks or some type of hazard, so this is a bit odd. But either way, since Skarmory can't really deal very much damage to us, we're going to take this opportunity to set up a Tailwind. It's a pretty safe play considering Skarmory goes for Drill Peck again, and Zapdos is going to take more damage, but again is going to type resist and get the static off as well. Though the static doesn't really matter because not only are we already faster, but we've got the Tailwind up as well for extra assurance. With each passing turn, Skarmory heals for negligible health restoration with the leftovers, but it's not going to matter at all as we finish it off with one final Thunderbolt. And that's GG for Skarmory, 1 down and 5 to go. Now next, Steven either sends out Aerodactyl or Heatran, but we want Aerodactyl here. Now if we had set up a Reflect instead of Tailwind, Steven sends out Heatran because Heatran is a special attacker. And this is why we set up Tailwind instead, because we otherwise would not be able to outspeed Aerodactyl. Without Tailwind here, Aerodactyl moves first and one-shot Zapdos with a Rock-type move. But we were able to outspeed thanks to the Tailwind, attack with Thunderbolt, and one-shot the Aerodactyl. As Aerodactyl goes down, Steven sends out Melmetal. Now this is a bad matchup for Zapdos. Now we can either stay in and go for a Reflect, or predict an incoming Ice Punch and switch into someone who will resist it. And for this matchup, the best option is Volcarona. Though not very tanky, Volcarona will type resist the Ice Punch as we read the Ice Punch correctly. Ice Punch also is not stab boosted, so Volcarona will be able to tank this fairly well. Melmetal gets the lucky freeze from the Ice Punch, but it's not going to matter. Our Tailwind peters out as well, but it doesn't matter either because Volcarona is already faster than Melmetal. Volcarona attacks first while simultaneously thawing himself out with the Flamethrower. This is going to deal huge super effective damage, being stab boosted and Volcarona holding the Life Orb as well, but it's still not enough to take him out in one shot. However, we get the lucky burn, and this is actually going to save us here as Melmetal fires back with the Earthquake. Volcarona is pretty frail, but thanks to the attack reduction from the burn, Volcarona is able to survive it. Now Melmetal is low, and we already know we're faster, so all we have to do here is click Flamethrower and finish off the Melmetal. Bringing a Fire type in Volcarona was definitely a good idea against Steven, who is known for having a bunch of Steel types on his team. If you guys are enjoying this battle so far, click the like button to help this video out, and subscribe to support the channel and see more videos like this. Now Steven's got 3 Pokemon left as he sends out the dreaded Heatran, definitely one of the more problematic Pokemon on his team. It's fast, has great type coverage, and hits hard. So unfortunately for Volcarona here, the best play is to let him fall to the hidden power. That way we can get a clean switch into a Pokemon that can better deal with Heatran. And for the first part of the plan, Zapdos is going to come back out to play. We really want to try to get a Light Screen off here to force a switch out, but Heatran actually outspeeds and goes for the hidden power. It hits for super effective, which leads me to believe that it is in fact hidden power ice. But Zapdos hangs on with just a sliver and we get off the Light Screen. Now that we were able to get the Light Screen up, the plan is to just let Zapdos fall here, but that's perfectly fine. He did his job, and Zapdos is also holding the Light Clay, which means Light Screen is going to last for 2 extra turns. Now we've set up Tyranitar perfectly to come in and finish the job. Heatran's strongest move here would be Earth Power, but thanks to the Light Screen, Tyranitar will be able to tank it like it's nothing, which means regardless of whether we're able to move first or not, we'll be able to get off an Earthquake for sure. But recognizing that it won't be able to deal enough damage with the Light Screen up, the AI switches out into Metagross, who will now take the Earthquake that was meant for Heatran. And this is perfect. This was actually a huge misplay by Steven, sending out his ace Metagross only to get one shot by the Earthquake, not even giving it a chance to Mega Evolve. Now normally if Metagross Mega Evolves, it definitely can outspeed Tyranitar and one-shot it with a Steel type move, but because he switched the Metagross into an Earthquake, a Choice Banded Earthquake by the way, his ace is now toast. Now Steven is just panicking at this point, sending Heatran in and back out. I think he's just running out of options at this point. So Credilli comes out and will now take the Earthquake in place of Heatran. Now we hit for neutral damage, but we're still gonna hit him hard, dealing about half health. Now this has potential to get real ugly. Credilli knows Giga Drain and he's gonna go for it, so we want to get Tyranitar out of there ASAP. So we want to send in someone who will type resist the Giga Drain as well as be a better matchup versus Credilli. And we send out Metagross. Credilli goes for Giga Drain as predicted. Now Metagross does not have the best special defense, but because we type resist and Metagross is an absolute champ, we take it like it's nothing. Now that it's our turn to attack, we're going to show Steven the true power of Mega Metagross. Not letting the champion Mega Evolve his Metagross and using his own ace against him. When Metagross Mega Evolves, it gains a huge boost in attack and an insane boost in speed. So we move first with Meteor Mash, and it's enough to take down the Credilli. Now that's lights out for Credilli, which means Steven is down to his last Pokemon. And we had to save the best for last, so of course Heatran comes back out for one final battle. Now that Heatran's got nowhere to run anymore, he's forced to take on our Mega Metagross head on. Despite the massive speed boost Metagross gets when he Mega Evolves, Heatran is still gonna outspeed and attack first with Eruption. Eruption's base power is determined by the amount of health the user has, so Heatran being at full health, we're gonna get hit hard here. Even being super effective at dealing huge damage, Metagross still manages to hang on and fire back with a Hammer Arm. We're gonna hit him for huge super effective damage. Metagross has an insanely high attack stat, but Heatran manages to hang on as well. Hammer Arm is gonna drop our speed, but it's not gonna matter because we're slower anyways, and because both Metagross and Heatran are steel types, neither are affected by the Sandstorm damage. Now it all comes down to this turn, but luckily we have a priority move in Bullet Punch, and though not very effective, it's enough to take out the Heatran for good. And there you have it, folks. Champion Steven, GG. This was a fun one, guys. Let me know if you want to see more Inclement Emerald content. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.